Uh, Welcome, Salvana Yakwe from South Sudan. Where do you are in Upper Nile State, do you?
Yes, thank you for inviting me. And currently, I'm in Ganyel in Unity State.
Yeah, fantastic. Can you tell us, please, what is going on exactly there? Why are you there?
Well, I'd been here in 2021, and now this is my third visit here. I came here simply for some program that is under PAX. PAX is running a program called Protection of Civilian Program, and that deals with the collection of uh, data from the civilians around on issues that are affecting them, what they think of their own security, what do they need uh, that needs to be addressed. So if this
Mhm.
data is collected, then it's validated and presented to the relevant authorities, including some international stakeholders, and so that they'll be able to see how these issues raised by the citizens can be addressed. And this is why I am here to check on this.
Yeah, yes. This is the workshop, or you part of them as well?
Well, it's a training of enumerators, and basically
Mhm.
these enumerators are, after training to see how they can collect the data, then they are sent out to the community to find out the concerns of the community. If it is security issues, if it is issues of cattle raiding, if it is revenge killing, then this data is collected and validated by PAX, and that validation process involves the local authorities to come and see what has been what are the findings that came from the community. Then from there
Mhm.
they can be addressed.
Mhm.
This is the whole essence of it.
Yeah. What about the security in general for the people there
Security
living in the area?
is come, but the issues that cause insecurity mainly based on issues to do with revenge killings,
Mhm.
and others related to flooding also can be
Mhm.
insecurity, because this part
Mhm.
of area is an issue, and issues of also transport, to get things from here,
Mhm.
from Juba for example, or Uganda up to here is very very expensive. So prices of things here are more or less triple or double. So you find this is another thing, because you depend on the sea, you know, river transport to bring things to this part of the land.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
these are the concerns.
Yeah. What about the humanitarian support? There is a humanitarian coming, like an NGO or something like that, support, bring food for the people.
Yes, they do, but the only food that they can bring, if WFP, for example, they used to make airdrops if the planes cannot land. But to bring food here by also plane is very expensive.
Mhm.
The cost, you may end up bringing very few quantity, and the population is big. And another option is to use the river transport
Mhm.
to bring food. So if there is an immediate problem or an emergency, it becomes hard for immediate assistance to reach the affected population. And then the other thing is the funding cuts as well. It has affected most of the NGOs who are working in most parts of South Sudan, especially those affected. The needs are huge and the funding is a problem. So they are really struggling. The NGOs themselves are also struggling to meet the demands that is on the
Mhm.
ground.
Mhm. Okay, I know this it's not easy. You are in this place, I think, for your safety as well. How the plane landing there in this situation like this?
Well, the only way is to use, helicopter. Helicopter. Most flights that do come here are mainly the humanitarian flights. These are
Mhm.
run by UN Humanitarian Air Service, which is known as UNHAS, and managed by WFP. And to come from Juba up to here is also a bit expensive. And helicopter is the one that can land, because most planes can come either through Juba to Rumbek. Then from Rumbek you take a chopper,
Mhm,
then you can come and land in Ganyel and other parts
mhm.
that are able to land by other planes, especially in cases of landing, which is quite difficult. But the helicopter can land in most difficult situation, and that's the
Yes.
reason.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm. Yes, that's fantastic. Can you just give us a big picture, all the picture of this area, Kanyal? What is called this name?
Ganyel is part of
Daniel,
Unity
yeah,
State. Yeah.
just tell us about the how when you move around in the city, look like how people there living, something like that. Just give a little bit about it.
Uh, this area is nice. It's only become very bad when it rains, because the type
Mhm,
of soil they have is not quite good enough.
mhm,
I end up maybe going barefoot. It's better you use your foot without any shoes or anything putting on, because of the type of the soil. You end up
mhm,
falling down. And the other thing is, when it rains, it can also dry very fast, maybe within 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, unless it rains continuously. And the issue that is very serious is how items can get here in this place. You know, if you depend on humanitarian assistance by air, it's difficult. Unless you use the river takes time. So things are very, very expensive. Uh, Commodity, basic commodity, very expensive. Water is expensive. Soda is expensive. Everything more or less is triple or double, because you are looking at the cost. It's coming from Juba. There is no any other way. There is no land. There is no, road transport. The only thing is air or the sea.
mhm,
So this is quite difficult. So the connection between here and Juba is minimum. Only the humanitarian that help. So people here are really economically also affected. Uh, they can depend on humanitarian assistance that is offered by some NGOs here, but it's still not enough. So
mhm,
the cry of the people is to do with we really peace is the only way forward, so that if the river transport can be improved, then commodities can easily come
mhm,
into the area, and people will continue with their normal lives, and issues to do with revenge killings will stop definitely, and life will be normal. So these are the concerns really that people wanted, and it's
mhm.
really very sad times. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel is a part of Unity State, because the Unity State there
Yes.
is a more like Bantu. If you go to Ruwing, this whole area, if there is any connection between them, or just anyone by
Move.
himself.
The thing is, how do you even move? If you need to have cash, you need to have the means of moving. It's difficult.
Mhm,
Access to cash is a problem, and South Sudan, they haven't even been receiving. Citizens have not been receiving their salaries for quite a
mhm,
long time now,
mhm,
and having access to cash is a problem. So even for you to use other commercial means or any other mean, you need to have cash. You need to have the means. You need to have a motorbike or maybe a boat. So all this is connected to money.
mhm,
So it's hard really to get connected to one place to the other. Otherwise, you can foot. We have some people who are coming from Lair. They can just foot from Lair up to here. You know,
mhm.
they take 6 hours, 7 hours, or one day and a half. So you can see the issue here. No road, no means. So it's difficult.
Yes, can just Anik explain something for our audience as well by Juba Arabic? Ana taban dari galinu taban de mundika Daniel fi Unity State taban de fi mundika bita Bantu yani zema murasil bitana Salvana yakwe huo موجود هناك طبعا هيفوق difficult يعني ناس قال يقول تعب شديد يعني سكة ذاته ما في مويه كتير everywhere يعني حتى اكل ذاته جي وصلنا كله بمشاكل بتلتله ومواطنين ذاتهم من مجاني طبعا سان مشاكل حاجات تلقى حاصل في بلد هنا ده انه ياو جي كنتوا ناس جريجه ورا شويه زي شوف الظروف ده فانا بشكر طبعا مراسل بتاعنا مراسل بتاع سلفانا يا كوي always انا بلقاه هو في محلات كثير زي ما انتم قاعدين لايف ناو في محل difficult شديد. فاني طبعا كمان بنكون هو في صلوات لانه من اجل السيفتي بتاعه حتى مع رجال العيال تتو في جوبا. سلفانا يا كوي just before we handing with you for this show, we just need to talk in general thing about the lifestyle in Daniel is special. You know, you're talking about the difficulty. What about the school? What about the churches? What about hospital? What about if all these things? There's active there or not?
Yeah, the hospital is another. You know,
Mhm.
when you have transport issues, normally hospitals are affected, and
Mhm.
also security can affect the presence of health facilities. But it's quite difficult. Health is an issue. It's very important, and people here are very friendly. They deserve peace so that they can continue with their life and they can
Mhm.
explore potential. They are trying to do some small businesses here and there to just survive, but they do not have the full space for themselves to find what they can do for themselves to explore their life and know that they belong to a community or belong to a country. So if these things are not really put forward or addressed, life will never be really good. It's just a matter of you now. You eat and sleep, and you move the next day, but you will not be very progressive.
Mhm.
So schools are there, but is the quality there also? I mean, from here, where do they go? If they don't have cash, if somebody wants to
Yeah.
go, the
Yes.
best way should improve the school itself here. But
Mhm.
to improve it, you need to have better pay for teachers. You need to motivate them. You need to have also well-trained teachers. Maybe
Mhm.
some of the teachers here, they are actually volunteers who actually need to be trained before they can train others. So
Yeah.
these are some of the challenges here, and you find that the dropout can be many. You end up children now maybe getting married early,
Mhm.
or they end up doing other things, and yeah. So these are the things that affecting generations, if it's not carefully looked at. But otherwise, the people are peaceful. They deserve a better life, not
Mhm.
what currently is going. And this is also
Yeah.
all related to the general situation of South Sudan, which
Yes, of course, of course. Yeah, absolutely. This is the general situation of South Sudan. Everywhere there are people suffering. Until in Juba himself, it's a big city.
yeah,
It's people a
but
lot of suffering. Some people doesn't get food for the day.
yeah,
So we don't know exactly because we're not challenging the government, but the reality is people need peace. Without
yes,
peace, there is nothing go through. You know,
yeah.
Sylvania, before we're handing with you, just tell us a little bit about the Easter people celebrating in Juba and when you come to Daniel as well. How the celebration you feel about it in Juba when you there?
No, Easter was good in Juba. You know, the various churches they organize celebrations to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus.
Mhm.
So people were happy, and that actually gave them renewal in terms of keeping the hope alive.
Mhm.
You know, even when if I quoted from the president, he also in his message he said, "Let this Christmas be
Easter.
and the message be really giving
Mhm.
hope to the people, and peace
Mhm.
may come." The same
Mhm.
thing, sentiment across the hearts of South Sudanese. And if you look critically, the church has always been
Mhm.
instrumental in comforting citizens of South Sudan, even during the liberation struggle and even after. They ran
Mhm.
to the church
Mhm.
as the last resort to give them hope that things will get better the next day. So the church is still playing a big role, and festivities, Christian festivities like Easter is very important,
Mhm.
and people take it very seriously here in South Sudan and in Juba. So it's been quite good to really counsel the people to give them hope.
Yeah,
So it's
uh,
highly valued
absolutely.
in South Sudan.
Yeah, absolutely, that's right. يعني زي ما كان انا بكلمه بعربي كمان انه وده حقيقه انه طبعا السنه دي in the Easter is very fantastic انه ناس كتير رجع في كنيسه بالذات في اوروبا. يعني الناس اللي كان يجيني في اوروبا، الناس اللي يجيني في اوروبا ما بعرف انه في شنو حاصل، انه يعني شباب بقى رجع في كنيسه. يعني كنيسه بدا بقى كبير وده كويس كالس لنا ككوميونتي. وده the good, the very good achievement for the churches doing during the Easter celebration. Sylvania, we don't have much to say. Just what is the last message you need to send to us, to the audience now watching you? You are in the very, very difficult, critical area, especially in Tanyas, in South Sudan, especially particular in Unity State. Who's the governor? Before you go further, who's the governor of this state?
Well, the governor of the governors have been changed from time to time, and a new one. So the new one is he was there before. All and new. He's now Montiel. He's called Montiel for Unity. So it's current one. So we don't know what will happen. So these political decisions always
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay. What is your last message, please?
yeah, I think despite all these difficulties, it's not
Yeah.
only in Upper Nile or Equatoria and all South Sudan, the hope must be really kept alive, because without hope, then there is nothing. We need to have
Yeah.
hope, even not for this generation. The next generation should have hope, and the next generation depends on the current one. If the current one do very bad, then it affects the next one. So people keep hope alive and try very much to reconcile and work towards peace, because peace can finally bring things better for South
Yes.
Sudan and for South Sudan.
Yes, that's wonderful. Salvana, thank you very
Yeah,
much for your time. Thank you. I know we pray for you as well. You come back to your family, back to Juba soon, and then we can catch up again. Thank you
and
very much.
very quickly, the Pojuli festival is happening on Friday. So
Oh,
just
yes. Yeah,
online.
thank you very much. You mentioned this. I will connect with, you will be there celebrating with them, or you still in?
I know I'll go there when already the festival is finished. So
Oh,
not
yeah.
be at
Okay. No
online.
problem. Yeah, when you back, let us know, and then we catch up.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Salvana Ekwe. Thank you very
Thank
much. God bless. Yeah, God bless you. I appreciate it.